Hi, PJTV fans. I'm Andrew Klavan, and I'm here with the man who asked Michelle Obama to get something off the shelf in Targets even after he realized it was Michelle Obama. Bill Whittle, talk about racist, boy. Bill, your topic today comes from digging for information. Why is the German National Socialist Party and fascism presented in the media as a right wing? Is that fair?
Well, you need a good right-wing villain, right? I think our friend Jonah Goldberg really did quite a job on that with his book, Liberal Fascism. So the far right, they always said the fascism is on the far right and communism is on the far left. So you and I being right-wingers, of course, we're just a hair. Just a hair on the near side of Nazism. But the idea doesn't hold any water and it doesn't make any sense. First of all, the word Nazi is a German acronym for National Sozialistisches NSDAP Deutschland Apparatspartei, the National Socialist German Workers' Party. In other words, you can't spell Nazi without Socialist Workers' Party, right? Now, to the degree that Hitler was more militaristic and had control over the economy, that's basically what fascism, Mussolini's fascism. Mussolini's father was a socialist. He was socialist most of his life. Fascism is from fascisti, which means a bundle of sticks. So what fascism, Nazism, communism all have in common is they are all collectivist philosophies. They all have a big state, single ruler, command control of the economy, absolute gun control, cradle-to-grave benefits, large state-sponsored work programs. They're the Democrats. There's no distinction from them. The opposite of communist is not the Nazi. The opposite of the Nazis and the communists is this idea of limited government, individuality, which in the case of Nazism, fascism, and socialism was spat upon. The state is everything. We have an iconic leader with pictures of him everywhere. He has his own logos, which were appearing everywhere, and the cult of personality because he's the Messiah, the light worker that's going to save us all from ourselves. Let me know if any of this sounds familiar. So the opposite of Nazism, socialism, fascism, these three ideologies, the same thing, these big state totalitarianisms. And by the way, FDR was going in exactly that same direction with a giant state, a centralized power, cult of personality, all those things. The Tea Party is the opposite of all of those things. And I think the reason is because Hollywood and the rest of sociologists need something to counterweight all the murders that have been accomplished by the communist socialists.
I think there's also a there's such a huge difference. You know, you use this word conservative, and it means to conserve something. Right. And the question is, what are you trying to conserve? Right. You know, if you go into some of these Muslim countries and you say, well, these are the conservative fanatics, and you think like, well, yeah, because what they're trying to conserve is a nightmare. You know, and you go and in Europe too. The conservatives there, some of the things that they were trying to conserve are not part of American conservatism. Aristocracy, racial purity, kind of jingoistic nationalism. You know, I think that maybe that's the one thing that you'll find a little bit more on the right, where we actually believe in patriotism, we actually believe in our country. We're probably a little bit more nationalist than the people on the left who want the whole world to be under the UN's guiding, enlightened, you know, guidance. But I think that in America, what conservatives are trying to conserve is liberty. Yes. Your individual liberty. And there's nothing fascist about that.
No, that's exactly right. And I was in an argument with somebody when I told him that the Republican Party was the party that liberated the slaves. The Republican Party was designed to free black people. Right. That's why it was there. They're called the Black Republicans against the Democrats.
It's still trying to do it.
Right. Yeah. So when the Republican Party was founded in 1856, it was a radical party. And it still believes in liberating black people. Its philosophy hasn't changed. It's the Democrats that decided to buy all these votes. So while we were originally a radical party, we are now trying to conserve that radical idea that black people should be treated as individuals. Likewise, we're now conservatives because what we're trying to conserve is classical liberalism. Right. It's these swine that have stolen this word, you know. Yeah. Now liberalism means big state progressivism, autocracy, control.
It means illiberalism.
It means all the stuff that conservatism used to mean.
I mean, that was why when Chris Rock recently said he wouldn't perform in colleges because they were too conservative, I thought, I'm sorry, what did that? I mean, what he was saying is because they wouldn't let him speak, but that is not a function of the right in this country.
Right. Communism is international socialism. Nazism is racial socialism, but it's still socialism.
That's it. That's all we have time for today. Let us know what questions you'd like answered below, or our stormtroopers will come to your house.
Communism sucks.
For Bill Whittle and PJTV, I'm Andrew Klavan. Thanks for watching.